purchased this doll at the beginning of October. It is now the end of October and she still hasn't been unboxed. So we're going to remedy that today in this video. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Ryn, and welcome to Ryn.the.Dragon, where collecting especially dolls. My second channel is linked down below. But now, to the unboxing. So we have here Miss Clawdeen Wolf, the $100 Clawdeen that came out. And I originally was going to have her be unboxed during Dollmas. But as Dollmas went on, I was like, I kind of want her to not be part of Dollmas. So I waited. And I finished filming Dollmas last week, so this week we are free to unbox whoever we want. And I chose Clawdeen. And so now we're going to be getting her out of here. I'm excited. I hate her box, so that thing more than likely will be yeeted into the garbage. It does suck that they aren't making such unique boxes anymore. I'm guessing because it's cheaper. Because her box is very similar to Caddy's box that released the $90 Caddy from March. Her box is very similar and lackluster. And very similar shape, if not the same shape. And it really sucks because I remember when we got our $100 Draculaura, and she got a very unique box, and I still have her box. And she gets displayed there. And yes, I did rename her to Elizabeth because she should have been Elizabeth the whole time. And I don't know why they don't make Elizabeth. I feel like we have one vampire girl. She's our princess. She's our Monster High princess. She gets all the dolls. We're gonna stick with her. But everyone who loves Draculaura loves Elizabeth. And I think they would make more money if she was Elizabeth. Well, just as much money if she was Elizabeth. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. But let's get her out of here. Oh, I didn't do a drum roll. Okay. I don't like that they don't say drum roll anymore. Is that crazy? Ta-da! We have Miss Clawdeen Wolf, and she looks amazing. And we're gonna get her out of here. Okay, yeah. I think the only thing about this box that's like, oh yeah, like, I guess now you can actually see that it says Clawdeen Wolf, House of Wolf in there. It's gold. But with the lighting, you can't really see it. So I'm going to take her out of the plastic and you'll see it better. And then the sides are like a murky brown. Well, not really murky, but like frosted brown on the sides. So you can, in theory, see her, but not really. And here she is on the back. And we are going to read this. But this looks nice. This looks nice. Does it look as good as Draculaura's box? No, not really. Because it's supposed to be the same level as her. And we'll see how she looks out of the box. Take her out and play with her to see if she's actually on the same level. Because I have her right there. And I don't want to like pit the two best friends against each other. Because that's not cool. But when you really think about what we're getting, it doesn't feel like it's the same level when they're trying to make it the comparison. Like, this is supposed to be like remember Draculaura from 2 years ago? Here's her best friend, Clawdeen, in the same, like, sphere. And a lot of people didn't think she was the same level. And I'm like, I think she's beautiful, but anyway. From New Salem to Scaris, next stop, the world. A full moon rises over the city of frights, where Clawdeen is at Scaris Fashion Week with her best ghouls. And this time around, there's no devious ghost to battle. Tonight, the only thing that's scary is how chic her House of Wolf show is. When the time for the showstopper, Clawdeen steps onto the runway in a fierce lurk that draws gasps. Applause erupts and she takes a bow, heart full. From here on, the catwalk might have to be renamed the Wolf Walk. So that's fun. It's her fashion show, which makes sense why it's a little bit different from Draculaura, because in Draculaura, that's the vampire heart. So this is a fashion look. I haven't actually seen like any of the like shows that they do, fashion shows. But I do know that their fashions are not as, actually, I don't know if sometimes their fashion is on the same level as Vampire Draculaura, but other times it is a little bit more subdued. And the showstopper for this is the jacket. We're going to see if the jacket really is that amazing once I find my scissors. Here we are. I figured it out. That box get a 0 out of 10. A 0 out of 10. Here she is. And you can now see that it says Clawdeen Wolf, House of Wolf. And she has her authenticity paperwork. And certificate of authenticity. This one actually has like gold as the writing, which is usually just white print, so it's nice that they did that. And yes, we're gonna spend some time getting her out of here. Okay, so the reason why it has this shape now is because it is like wrapped around plastic to keep its shape. Well, if you were to just like have her displayed like this, well, in that stupid box, I'm not keeping her like that, so we're taking her out. And she has my favorite stand of all time, which, to be fair, Draculaura also comes with this hideous stand. I have a question. How come Clawdeen gets, every time she gets a release, her stand is, I just took down this Dalmas display yesterday, but Clawdeen, her like holiday doll has a stand like this. If it's going to be like personal to just her, why can't it have like her skeleton, like her with her teeth? Or whatever her skeleton looks like. Why don't they put her skeleton on the box? Because I don't remember what it looks like. But I know, like, oh, it has ears. I think it has ears. Could you just fully descend into that? I don't know. Here is her stand, and it's my favorite kind. Her jacket has a giant tag in it. 2025 Mattel. All new material content, plastic, wire, stiffener, surface washable. Now, the thing about the jacket that I like is that it was like, the one thing about it I was like contemplating if I was going to get her or not, because I don't really like the one sleeve thing. There is a second sleeve, which I appreciate, because one sleeve would not have cut it for me. I've been like, I'm a pass, because I don't like the one sleeve. We are going to take her jacket off so we can admire her without the jacket. So here she, like her without the jacket. not really giving $100. Not gonna lie. And I've seen people, I've seen people say that they wish her hair was actual braids, and I kind of wish that too, because we never see her with braids or with like a fro or anything like that. We always see her hair like straight or slightly curly or like wavy, and it would have been nice for this doll to be completely different, especially like when we got like the $90 G3 caddy with braids, so we know they can do it. And her hair color is like a normal hair color. I also kind of wish like well, she with the purple, or wish she had like purple, a little purple in her hair. You know, just a couple, like not even like a full on like they did with Jackie Laura with like the bunch of streaks, but like twos on the sides or something. Especially when you have it pulled back, you got to see it since it is not. It's all one color, all her natural color. So it's like very. Well, not really monochromatic, but like she does have a lot of brown going on with the box. The box is brown. And there's not much of purple, which is kind of her color. And it's on her outfit, but it could also be in her hair. That's just like, we're going to be a little critical. It is $100. And, well, I took her hand off to take the jacket off. Her nails are stunning. Like, we never got a Clawdeen with nails this long before. So that's great. She has a belt. She doesn't have a lot of plastic on her, which is great because Mattel loves to give them a ton of plastic on them. In her shoes have the Clawdeen Wolf like phrase, like I would say like the brand, you know, like Louis Vuitton has like the LV. We have the CW. And then the shoes. They're fabric shoes, guys, which we love to see. And then it has like the gold wolf's head on them, and then the little chain here. I'm not sure how I feel about the chain itself, but I do like that there's wolves on her shoes. And we are gonna see that, yes, they are shoe leggings. Don't know how I feel about them being shoe leggings, but she's not coming out of this outfit, so. At least I don't think she is, you know? And then she has a fabric choker. It's like a little. I think the only time I remember seeing this, well, the only time you see this is with Cleo with her neck wrap, and it is Velcroed. So that's nice. It's not plastic. Her jacket velcros, and she does have like a little, like this is a separate top, which is great. It would have been really not great for the price if it was not a separate piece. And this is very simple. Very simple. And it's not like it's bad, but $100 does feel like it's like a lot. Based off of this, we are going to go to the jacket and see if it like brings that price up, because this is a very simple outfit, and simple outfits can be fine, especially if it's like a maybe a $65-$70 doll. $100, this. And the only reason why I'm saying like 65 is because of the fabric shoes, because usually their shoes are plastic, and there is plastic on them obviously, but it is fabric. I do wish that they were just like maybe the top shirt dress, who knows what this is, was a little bit lower, only so that these could just be like right here instead of being full on leggings. But that's just my thoughts on it. Her makeup is really beautiful. And then she also has her ears done, and she has like a little locket here, and she has like her traditional 4 piercings. I'm pretty sure she always gets 4 piercings. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she always gets 4. 3 or 4. A lot of, well, not even a lot. I have the Creep Productions right over there. And with the Creep Productions, she does have her natural hair color, so they probably went with that, especially when it's like fashion week. They go with more natural colors. I get why they didn't do purple in her hair, but as someone who loves purple, it would have been nice, especially when there's not much going on. And we're going to look at her jacket. Well, she does have it on her stand. And it is actually the same shade. Now for the jacket. So this black layer is actually very thin. Like see-through thin. Like I can see my finger through it. And I get why it's not so thick, because it does have to go onto the doll, the sleeves. But I wish this was a little bit thicker or lined, like the rest of the jacket is. But it is double lined. It is double lined. And this is very soft. And this is like embroidered on, well, not really embroidered, there's texture to it, I should say. It's kind of giving tapestry, but not in like a negative way, just a statement. And then we have like the soft fur up here. I feel like the tag is distracting. Try to ignore that. But yeah, and it does hold a shape when you have it on. I will be putting it back on her, both sleeves probably, because I don't really like the one sleeve thing. And then it has like these little wolf's tails. I don't know. To me, this jacket is giving kind of luxe, giving kind of bougie, so I can get why they went more simple with her outfit. This outfit also kind of feels similar to another outfit she wore. I can't remember, but she had like green hair, and she had like the purple faux leather something or other. I can't remember the name of it. I can't even remember what outfit it is. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Dawn of the Dance. Like, it's not the exact same, obviously, but it is, you know, similar. Right? You get it. Yeah, because, like, look. This isn't the full doll, but is this not the same thing? Or, not the same, obviously. Very similar. I don't know. The jacket's great. The jacket really is doing the heavy lifting. And we're going to look at the purse, because this is like, I don't have a lot of Monster High stuff, but I think this is the only like fabric purse we've gotten. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't own any other than this one. And this bad boy doesn't open. You can put something in it, it just doesn't open. Like, I was like, is it Velcroed closed? No, it's not. But don't know how I like that. I mean, yes, it's a $100 doll, and we're not playing with it. But also, who cares? Who cares? I would like it to be like Velcroed instead of, you know, sewn shut. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, let's put her jacket back on. Okay, here She is with the jacket on, with both sleeves on. The both sleeves on. This is very beautiful. Love this. And I did spend $100 on it, so obviously I think she's worth $100 with all of it, or I was at least willing to pay $100 for her. More than $100, no. Like, with resellers, don't do it. I'm pretty sure she's still available on Amazon. I'm pretty sure she's still available on Amazon. But here she is on her stand, and her stand, she actually is more secure on her stand than a lot of other dolls I have. And I'm not bending her knees. See, something that I want to say. I'm pretty sure I said it in my Xenomorph video, but I can't remember. But when they display a doll with their knees bent, their knees aren't like stiff. Like when you first get, like hers, stiff, never been bent. But the Xenomorphs, everyone is like, well, I don't know about everybody, but I watched another person unbox her, and they were saying like, oh yeah, her knees are, I spent all this money on her doll, on a doll, and her knees aren't secure. They're like more floppy than you're used to seeing. And that's because they store her in her box, bent. And it is nice for if you're keeping her in the box forever. But it does make a weaker knee than we're used to. Because my other dolls, they don't have that issue. And it is just with Xenomorph that she has that. Because I was like, why is her knees so wobbly? Because I have other Skelectors. I have this one. And her knees are the weakest out of all of my newer dolls. Because I have the Real Dramas, I have the Creeproductions, I have the Skelectors, and only her knees have been that weak because I was the first person to bend their knees. And who knows how long they've been sitting in a warehouse, who knows how long they've been sitting in that pose, but being in that pose for such a long period of time makes for when you are like straightening her out to put her on a stand, she can't stay in that. She doesn't stay like that. Her knees are slightly more bent, and I'm really glad that she doesn't have that issue, especially when they all have these really great saddle stands. And she is slightly floating. It's not very noticeable unless you are like staring. Like you probably can't see it on camera, but she is slightly floating. But she is like more secure, like. So out of saddle stands, like her saddle stand is a lot better than Xenomorph's, because Xenomorph's was very like not even a full U shape, where this one is like locks on her better, and this one is probably the same as Draculaura's, but Draculaura, her, like I kept the plastic under her dress, so she still kind of floats. She's not secure on that stand at all. She will fall off. I do kind of wish she had like a bit more going on with her hair. We're gonna put it like that, and then put her purse on this side. I mean, it doesn't really blend in, but I do wish that it was purple. I think the purple would have been fun, but I'm not a fashion designer. I just know that if I were to do all of this, I'd make the purse purple so that it matches the outfit. Because let's say you take it off, like purple, like tiger print. Even if it's like a lighter purple, but same like the same like shade or tone, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. The same like, you know, like when you have like the colors and it's like there's like a lighter version of it, but it's the same like depth maybe. just make it lighter so that it doesn't like blend into the dress, but it does like complement the dress. Because if she doesn't have the jacket on, let's say you just took it off for displaying or taking pictures or something, and you have this bag. The bag's like, why do you have this bag with this outfit? It's not really cohesive. I also think if this had like a little bit of purple in it, it also would go together. But Clawdeen created this herself. We're going with that story because she was on the runway, and she was like, "What's more luxe than various shades of brown and gold?" And then the outfit being the pop of color, which I get, but also I'm not Clawdeen, so I didn't. Actually, I should have. I was thinking about putting my Clawdeen ears on for this. I forgot, one, and two, I think I talked myself out of it, which is why I forgot. Because the dangly bit isn't secure anymore, and so it's like a sensory nightmare. And always be like hitting my glasses, which sucks. And so, yeah, we decided not to do it. But I did think about it. I do have like my Twilight shirt on, so I do have like a werewolf on my shirt. That's not why I'm wearing this. Last night I went to see Twilight in theaters, and tonight we're going to go see New Moon. Very excited. New Moon is actually the werewolf one, so it fits. Here she is, and I love her. Yes, I have my complaints, my thoughts, but I do love her, and she will be going on display over there. Not sure where exactly, because I'm getting low on space. But I do love her. One thing I'm probably going to end up doing with this shelf here is eventually taking all of the books off of it and putting just dolls over there and putting the books under my desk. I see myself doing that because I want to display more dolls. And yes, I'm going to eventually put up shelves. I bought shelves like sometime last year, and they're still not up. So there's a little update on that. I mean, I would make a video if I put them up, but they're not up. And I want to add more to the background. These are the ones I would change more often, but the ones in the background I would change periodically. And the dress, it fell again. But yeah, I think she's great, and going to be displaying her. Let me know what you think about her. Did you get her? Was the price what stopped you? Or did you just not think she was worth $100? I did spend $100 on her, so part of me did think she was worth $100. And I think with the jacket, it's not going to be the exact one-to-one with Draculaura, which I don't know if I was like very clear about my thoughts on, like, do I think she's worth $100? It's not gonna be one-to-one with Draculaura, but Draculaura also was a different theme. She was vampire heart. This one's fashion show, and so they're not the same level. Though I will say that I feel like she could go to a fashion show like that. Well, I don't think this is giving like vampire princess, or not even vampire, werewolf princess, but it is very luxe. And while there are some things that I think they could have done better, I do think, like, the black actually doesn't look that bad like this, by the way. It is this thinner material up here, and one layer, whereas this is 2 layers. I do think this is very Clawdeen, and Clawdeen isn't a princess. She's a fashion icon, and this is very fashionable. I do like this. This is very nice. Her dress, no matter what I do with her purse, it falls off. I don't know. So, in theory, she'd hold her purse in that hand, but at least we have this part posed, and the purse matches the inside of the jacket, which is, I guess, why she wore it, or she did make it, to match. But I wish, like, some of this was purple to tie in the outfit. It doesn't have to, but she did make it, so she could have made it to match. She knew what she was wearing. Uh, and I wish the bag opened. I know this is a collector doll, and no one's gonna be playing with it, and no one's gonna be doing this, and no one's gonna be doing that. I don't care. It's not that difficult to put some Velcro on it so that it opens, especially when you can actually put stuff in it. So why even like make it so you can't? I don't know. It's in the details. It's in the details. People think it's more luxe because it can open up. I don't. I don't think that. And we all are allowed our own opinions. I could see like if someone like bought her and then they redid her hair completely. I could see that. If they would try to make it more the concept art and gave her braids, I would love to see that, honestly. It might inspire me to do it myself. Who knows? This braid is cute. This twist is not a braid. Is cute, but when you see the concept art and you see this, you get kind of disappointed. And I know they can do braids for hair because I did it for Caddy 7 months ago. They did it for Caddy 7 months ago, and they didn't do it for her. I feel like I'm complaining more than I'm saying I like the doll, but I'm just not complaining about her specifically, but the thought process that went into her. That's really what it is. Because like the concept art has braids, she does not, and is kind of, people were disappointed by that, and I understand that, and I want to acknowledge that. And while I do love the way she looks like this, I do also love the concept art. And the concept art, I thought, had a little bit more either gold or green. I couldn't remember what it was. Let me see if I can find the Clawdeen concept art. Actually, I don't know if there's braids. But she does have more purple, like I was saying in my thoughts. Like it should have more purple to tie in with the outfit she has on. And I do wish with the purple, see like with the purple like cuffs, like she's like known for. Actually, is she known for the purple cuffs? Because I did that on my cosplay. I think she is purple on. Wait, let me. Well, she has purple on. Yeah, she has purple cuffs. I'm making the faux fur as purple. Overall, this jacket I do like more than this one because of the bottom. But I do like the fur on this one more than this one. And she may not have braids, but her hair was also like down, and I don't know, guys. I think, well, this concept art, it needed more purple. It needed more purple. I see. It may not have actually had braids in it, but I do think braids would have been a good touch for her. What if I actually try to give her this hairstyle? Take her hair down, which will upset people. I can already tell. But I think this concept art, to me, it's very validating when you see the concept art. I'm like, this needs more purple. And then this one had all the purple that I was talking about. And I'm like, yeah, it needs more purple to make it, like, these are like 3 separate pieces. Like the jacket, yeah, they are separate pieces, but like, it's not like a cohesive outfit. She can wear the jacket with anything instead of it being like, oh yeah, this is what she would wear it with. Because she could wear it with that. I told you she looked like, the dress looks like the other, like the Dawn of the Dance dress. So if she wanted to, she could wear this jacket with the Dawn of the Dance dress. And it's not very like with this. I don't know. I think she's cute. I do think the concept art leaves like everybody's a little disappointed because of it. And I can see why a lot of people were not vibing with her because of it. And yeah, someone did a like generated what it would look like. Because I know like with fashion shows, it is supposed to be like more dramatic. And while the jacket is dramatic, I think this little purple thing would have elevated that drama. I don't know. This is stunning, and I wish we got this. Also, I hate the bag. I didn't hate it before because I do like that it's a fabric bag, but it won't even stay on her hand, on her arm, as it's supposed to. This also would have been fun. Like, this is someone's art, but like, this? With the purple fur. I'm kind of stuck on that part. I have to go. I have a meeting. So, I'm going to end this video here. Do love her. Do I wish she had more purple in her outfit? Yes. I think like that's my big thing. And I wish her hair was different. That's like my biggest complaints. Those two things. If I was complaining about other stuff, those are minor compared to the bigger things. Like her hair being down, I think would have really did something, especially with that style. And while I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon, like changing it, because do I know how to do doll hair? Not really. Not really. So I won't be doing it now, but maybe I'll watch some YouTube videos. Maybe I'll watch someone else do it and then I'll copy them. And then we'll see. But not right now because I'm fine with how she looks now. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until next time, bye!